New book today. See if you can read.
Birthday.
Good. You read the title, so on your bottom. Bear's birthday. All right, I have a question for you before we even open this book. It looks like who's having a birthday?
Bear.
Bear. And I want to ask you a question. What do you think Bear will make for his birthday? Paulina, I like that you raised your hand. What is it, Paulina?
A cake.
A cake. I agree. I think
And a birthday party.
maybe he'll have a birthday party. That's right. Let's
He
go ahead.
may invite people.
He might. You guys are doing some good predicting. Go ahead and open up the book. And I want you to turn to page 2.
He's thinking about a cupcake.
He's thinking about a,
Cupcake.
not a cupcake,
A
a
cake.
cake. Good. I want you to find a word for me, okay? First, Bear is going to make a cake. What does the word first start with?
F.
F. Can you find the word first for me? I want you to trace under the word and say the word for me.
First.
Excellent. Okay, first he's going to make a cake. But guess what? Bear does not have any eggs. So he's going to go ask his friend Rabbit. So let's turn
It has an E.
to page 4.
I-R.
It does have the IR that says in first, right? All right, let's look here. What do you think, we're on page 4, what do you think that Rabbit is going to, or what do you think Bear is going to tell Rabbit that he needs eggs for? Why does he need eggs?
Or to make a cake.
To make a cake. Very good. Now look at page 5.
Why is she crying? Rabbit's sad.
Why do you think?
I think it's because Bear she took eggs.
You think maybe she took her eggs? What do you think, Evelyn?
Yeah, I agree with Polly.
You do?
It says took the eggs.
I do see took the eggs. I want you to find another word on this page for me. I want you to find the word why. Why? It's a question word.
Why did Bear ask me to this party, Rabbit?
Yeah, you all found why. What does why start with that word?
W.
Not just W. W-H. W-H. Rabbit's crying because she said, why didn't Bear ask me to his party?
That's sad.
She's sad. Yeah, let's turn the page. Now, we're going to keep turning. Will you keep turning? Bear is going to ask his friends for some things he needs to make for the party, okay? But I want you to turn all the way to page 13. Can you turn all the way to page 13? Okay?
Why you pressed it?
Now, Bear has his party, but look at the picture. Are his friends there?
No.
No, I'm going to ask you about another word, another W-H word, the word where. Can you find that on page 13? Page 13. Can you find the word where? Put your finger under it and say it for me.
Where?
Good. Where?
Where?
Excellent.
Where
It says,
were his friends?
where were his friends?
Home.
Bear has no friends at his party. This is a problem for Bear, right?
He should invite them.
I'm going to ask you to turn back to the very beginning, and I want you to read to find out what the problem in this problem in the story is, okay? So go ahead and read. I wanted to remind you of something, though. Paulina, if you finish reading before we're all finished reading, read it again. Good job.
They woke up. He looked outside and smiled. What a beautiful day for my birthday, he said. I will have a birthday party. First, I will make a cake, but I don't have any eggs. So Bear went to Rabbit. Hello, Rabbit, said Bear. Do you have any eggs? I want to bake a cake. I have some eggs, said Rabbit. What is the cake for? It's my birthday, and I'm having a party, said Bear. Bear took Rabbits and took the eggs.
I want you to pause there. Read the sentence again for me.
Bear taken rabbits.
Does that make sense? Bear taken rabbit. Does that make sense? No. So if Bear got eggs from Rabbit, what might Bear say to Rabbit? Bear
Think,
ain't.
Bear think rabbit and took the eggs eggs.
Does that make sense? Bear thanked Rabbit and took the eggs. Does that make sense? Would he say thank you if he got eggs? Would he say thank you? Yes. So he thanked Rabbit. Keep reading. Good. Keep going. Turn the page.
When he got home, Bear made the cake. Now I will make parties, said Bear. But I don't have any people. So Bear went to Beaver's house.
Good. You may read quietly.
He said Bear had
I think the story's about.
About Bear's birthday, and he didn't ask his friends to his birthday party.
Oh, okay. Pause there. Paulina said this is about Bear's birthday, and Bear didn't ask his friends to come to the party. That was a big problem in the story, wasn't it? Okay. How did his friends feel about that? How did his friends feel about that, Leslie?
Sad.
They were
sad because Bear didn't tell them to come.
That's right.
He
And
forgot.
he forgot to tell them. And I have a question. How did they know that Bear was having a birthday party? How did they know, Ashley, that Bear was having a birthday party?
Bear asked Rabbit for eggs.
He asked Rabbit for eggs. Good.
And Beaver for paper.
Beaver for paper.
And Fox for balloons.
And Fox for balloons. So when he went to ask them, he told them he was having a birthday party. Yes, Leslie, what were you going to add?
He didn't invite their friends,
Mm-hmm.
and then at last here,
Yes.
Bear waited and waited,
Mm-hmm.
but no friend came.
But no friends came. I like how you went back to the story to look that up. Yes, Paulina.
His friends didn't come because he forgot to ask them.
Yeah, he forgot to
And
ask.
he got murdered.
Okay, I want everybody to look at the last page. Will you look at the last page for me?
They're having fun.
I want you to read with me the very end of the story where it starts with the word yes. Can we read that together? Yes, said Bear. It is a good surprise party. I want you to think about what that means. Why do you think, have you ever had a surprise party before?
I did.
You know what a surprise party is, right? Tell me what a surprise party is, Leslie.
Like, you have a party, but they're doing a surprise for you.
That's right. You don't know you're having a party, right? You come in and they say, surprise! Right?
And then you're like, I'm happy.
Yeah, and then you're happy you have a party. But why do you think Bear said, yes, it is a good surprise party? Did Bear know he was having a party?
Yes.
So why did he say that, do you think? Paulina, why do you think
Because he invited his friends and they ate cake and they played with the...
They had a party, but why do you think it was a surprise?
Because he was happy.
He was happy, but that doesn't make it a
He
surprise.
invited his friends.
He invited his friends. He did eventually invite his friends, but why was it a surprise?
Because it was his birthday.
Who was surprised? Was
Bear.
Bear surprised about the party?
Rabbit, Fox, and Beaver.
Rabbit, Fox, and Beaver were surprised. Why were they surprised?
Because they were in their party.
Yeah, he didn't know. They weren't invited to the party, and then they came in, and it was a surprise party. So it was kind of backwards, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
That the bear knew about the party, but the guests did not know about the party.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I want to show you one more thing that I noticed when you were reading today in the story. So will you turn back? We look in Ashley's book here. Will you turn back to page 5 for me? Remember yesterday we were talking about the endings of words?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember? Do you remember some of the endings we talked about?
Yes.
What were they?
When
Like at the very end of a word. We have a root word
We
or a
have
base
E.
word.
when it has E, sometimes we take off
ing.
E.
Good. Sometimes we have ing. What's that other ending sometimes we
E-D.
ed. I see a word at the very beginning of page 5 with an ed on it. Do you see it? Page 5. Good.
Oh, ask. Think.
Asked.
Think.
Leslie found asked. What did you find?
Think.
Thanked. Okay? All right, let's look at your word bags. Do you have your word bags with you? Or do I have your word bags?
I gave it to you. I think I'll give it to you.
You think you gave me your word bag? There's Paulina's. I feel like somebody's is in their bag. Evelyn. You think yours is in your pouch, Ashley? Will you look? Because I think it is. All right, I want you to look in your word bag, okay? And I want you to see if you have any words that have
ED,
ing, or you can find vowel pairs. Do you remember the vowel pairs we've been talking about? Okay, so I want you to find 5 words to me, 5 words. Your words can have an ending, ed, ing, or s, or they may have a vowel pair. So find 5 you want to read to us.